I was thinking some more about our issue we talked about this week around old men out of work and suicides. And I've got a house here on the side of a mountain, and there's solitude here. And solitude is really great, but solitude without purpose becomes loneliness. And in older guys, we start falling into that trap because we've let our network of people go. And if you don't have 3 to 5 sort of ride or die people with you in your life that are not, necessarily family members, they could be family members, that's where that sense of despair and loneliness sets in. And in some place like where I'm sitting right here, this is Hot Springs and house on the side of the mountain here. You can come to a place like this and sit, but there's not a whole lot of opportunity or other people around you. And after a while, you're just sitting in this big house by yourself. You can look at that every day, and that's fantastic. But you're still going to have to interact with people. And even as you get older and exit the workforce, you can't let your group of people go. One of the guys that tried to commit suicide about a month ago called me this morning and talked to me. And it just sort of set my mind racing again, and just how we need to be checking on one another. And if you can help people, you need to help them. So why are you trying to develop a network of peers? Like when I moved back out here, I knew I had to develop a network of peers. Mine had fallen off. You need 3 to 5 really solid ride or die friends in the industry to keep yourself going, to keep jobs available if anything happens. We've seen massive layoffs at Dell, Cisco, and I'm sure there's others right now. And that support network for those guys that have got it, or ladies too, generally means somebody knows where there's a job at. And without it, it's so much tougher to find one. And that's how you get to where you've been out of work a year or two. And men in particular, they identify as their job. My youngest child has finally got a job, and I can tell a whole swing in him from having a career versus being out of work and unemployed. Identity is, everything to any individual. You identify as something, and that's some of what you believe at your core, your worth comes from. And guys without work are, it's just a bad situation late in life. And that network of people, you've got to maintain it like a plant. It's got to be cared and watered for, or a pet, probably more like it. If you're having trouble finding and connecting with people, if you need some guidance, you can reach out. You can DM me here on LinkedIn. You can reach out to the Mentor Club, and I'll help you move from obscurity back to prosperity. I've only got room for a few people at a time, but there are others just like me, and we'll get you connected and get you some help.